Hey there, bombshells. Okay, you guys. So you guys have gone through steps 1 through 4, and here we are, step 5. 5 steps to the bombshell basics. And so we went over number 1 is really getting with your sponsor, going over what your strengths are, what your goals are, what is your why, what's available to you from the company, and figuring out what your first purchase is going to be, right? Step 1, easy. Number 2 is learning where the magic happens, and that's going to be in your personal conversations. Those are going to be inside your Facebook inboxes, in your text messaging, in your phone calls, in your day-to-day conversations, right? Learning how to interact with people and build real relationships with people, but also learning how to work your business into those conversations when appropriate. It's about listening for the cues that give you the permission to share your story with them, to share your business with them, to share your products with them, and listening for those problems that present themselves so that you can ask permission to share, right? Very simple if you break it down that way. Number 3 is just learning how to respond when somebody gives you that cue that says, ding, 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 here's a problem, or here's permission to share. Okay, now when do I recognize those and how do I respond to those? It's very simple. You're just going to say, I have this product. Are you interested in learning more, right? Then we go into our step 4, which is our simplified WOW book demo direct. Now, when we say simplified, this means WOW. That's something you can do every day. Wear your product, rub your lips, wear your stripes, right? People are wowed by that. Your book is just to connect with them deeper. If you're already friends with them on Facebook, you just connect deeper with them. You talk to them a little bit more about, is this something that maybe you would be interested in, right? You're getting permission to share a little bit more of the information with them. If you're not connected with them already, this is where you're going to ask them, I'd love to give more information to you. Go ahead and connect with them on Facebook, get their phone number, get their text preference, get their email. You're connecting with them. Your demo can be something as simple as forwarding a company video showing what the product does. That is your demo. You're showing that to them. If you happen to be in person with them and you pull out your LipSense from your purse and you say, hey, yeah, let me show you. I'll put it on your hand for you. That's your demo right there. Then we direct them. We direct them to the next appropriate step, right? That could be simply buying the product. That could be signing up as a distributor because they see the business opportunity or they're interested in a discount. That could be that they want to meet up with you in person. That could be that they want to learn more information. What's the next step? You direct them to that. And then depending on the next step, you're going to either follow through again. So you might have to demo again. Maybe the next step is that they want you to meet them for coffee so they can physically demo it. You sent them a video. Now they want to demo it in person. That's your next step. Then you're going to direct them again from there. You're always going to tell them what their next step is, right? So we went through all of that. So now number 5 is really deciding what your next step is in your business. We've laid out the basics for you. What you need to do every day is basically build relationships with 10 to 30 people, listen for cues, ask permission to share, and direct them as to what direction they need to go, and then follow up with them, right? You can't just direct them and then drop them off the face of the earth. You need to be good at following up with them, right? So your next step is really determining, do you think that you've mastered those steps already and are you ready for the next steps? Or do you need to stay here for a while and just get good at these basic steps? Or is this just where you want to stay forever? That's okay too. The thing is that with direct sales, it's about growing. It's about growing who you are as a person, your self-growth. It's about growing your abilities, your capabilities, your confidence. All of those things happen over time, and only you know when you're ready to add something else to your plate, right? It all starts with personal connections, though. And so if at anything you focus on your personal connections every single day, you focus on getting better with those connections, you focus on getting better with recognizing when people have problems, you focus on asking the right questions so that people ask you the question that you want them to ask you. That comes with time, and the more that you do it, the better you get at it. And then the better your sales become, the better your relationships with people become, and then you're ready for the next steps. So next steps could be something like hosting your first in-home demo, booking your first event, creating a Facebook page. These things aren't necessary. You don't need to do them to create success in terms of selling products or even gaining downlines. They can help take you to the very next level. But if you do them before you're ready to do them, or if they're not appropriate for your business model, all they can do is make you spin your wheel. So what we would like you to do is talk with your sponsor about how do you feel about the previous 4 steps? Do you feel like you are getting ground doing this? Do you feel like you're comfortable with this? Do you need more time to work on this? If that's the case, then stay here for the next 30 days and doing the same things repetitively, 10 to 30 people every single day, following up, working on your modified Wow Book Demo Direct. Once you feel like you're ready for the next step, then you talk about what that next step is. Okay, you know what? I feel like I'm a little bit more confident now. I'm ready to work an event with you. I'm ready to hostess my first, in-home mommy makeover party. I'm ready to learn how to wow in a coffee shop. Whatever you want to do, right? There's a million different ways to create this business and a million different things that you can do. You don't have to do Facebook parties if you don't want to. You don't have to do in-home parties if you don't want to. But you do have to figure out what steps work for you, what you're comfortable with, and the right time to implement those things. So your next step is to just work really closely with your sponsor over the next 30, 60, 90 days and to create habits of reaching out and making connections, making new connections, and working with the connections that you already have available. If you have 50 friends under your Facebook profile, if you have 100 friends over your Facebook profile, or if you have 1,000 friends in your Facebook profile, start there. They're your friends for a reason. Reach out to them and just connect with them and work your business from there. I'm going to tell you 90% of my business is made in the inbox, and so that is why we are telling you to focus on where the magic is and add the other things in once you decide that you have mastered the inbox and the art of building a relationship with people. There's no reason to step forward further than that until you're comfortable with that step. And that is my honest opinion and the way that we keep this as simple as possible for you so that it fits into the little 10, 15, and 20-minute time pockets that you have throughout your day. Now make sure that you're doing this with intent and make sure that you are doing this with just, focus, right? So don't get onto Facebook and start looking at cute kittens and get sidetracked and realize that you didn't work on building a relationship with people. But really use the tools that you know how to use to really build the relationships. And I think that you'll see that over time, your business will begin to flourish. Your personal relationships with people will become better and deeper and more connected and more fulfilling. And that in itself, you guys, is a huge, huge blessing in life. So if you have any questions, you can always talk to myself, Amy, your direct sponsor, or any of the other Bombshell leaders, and we are happy to help. Go ahead and rewatch these videos throughout the next couple weeks just to kind of refresh yourself and keep yourself accountable. Respond to your sponsor and talk with your sponsor about hiccups that you're having, successes that you're having, questions that you're having. We're all here to help root you on and cheer you on, and we want the best for you and your business. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, you guys. Talk to you later.